Welcome to Reality TV Fan Zone. If you're passionate about reality TV, you're in the right place. We bring you the latest news and everything happening in the world of reality television. Hit subscribe and become part of our fan community. It was a typical quiet Tuesday night for the Big Brother 28 HGs, as the scramble is settling and plans are relatively firm for what everyone is going to do on Thursday night. Now, all that's left for them to do is wait out the clock and get ready for the blockbuster and the vote. But that twist is going to happen this week. Mallory is amped up and ready to go after some targets, while Barrett is doing his best to try and bury those intentions so he can keep another ally in the game. Then for Jason, the teapotting has calmed down, and he has mellowed his approach as the sign up now to try the live feeds on Paramount+. Don't forget to sign up for the Big Brother live feeds right now so you don't miss anything else this season. Enjoy, back up, and read about Tuesday's daytime highlights to get caught up for the overnight report below. Big Brother 28 live feed highlights. Tuesday, July 28th, 2026. 3:50 p.m. BBT. Jason tells Latrice that if he stays and wins HOH, he will want to nominate Haley, Chuck, and Camu. Says they will all fall apart if one of them went home. BBT. Lyric and Chuck are walking in the backyard at 3:55 p.m. She tells him that if she ever won HOH, she would never put him up. Chuck says he feels like he can talk to her, and she tells him that on the outside, she feels like they would be really good friends. 4:10 p.m. BBT. Camu tells Devins that has had all these talks, and if Latrice goes home, it would be worthless. Devins agrees. Devins tells Camu that he would like to see Jason win the blockbuster because he has less sway in the house. Camu says if Jason stays, Devins has to win HOH. 4:30 p.m. BBT. Taylor and Melody are talking in the kitchen about the vote. Taylor says everyone is expecting Jason to win blockbuster, and for whoever is sitting next to Latrice to go, but they need Jason and Mallory to stay this week because they need strong competitors. 4:45 p.m. BBT. Lyric tells Jason that everyone thinks he has a power. He says that's silly because America hates him. He says he thinks Devins has it. Lyric agrees. They quickly discuss Latrice going this week. He says he talked to Taylor and she's on board. 5:15 p.m. BBT. Devins is talking to Taylor about the vote. They agree that Jason must leave this week, but Taylor says she would keep Mallory over Latrice if Jason wins blockbuster. Devins asks if she thinks Jason would vote to keep Latrice, because with his vote, it won't come to a tiebreaker. She says she would talk to Jason. Devins leaves, and she says to herself if she votes to keep Mallory, it will mess up her alliance with Camu and Devins. 6:40 p.m. BBT. The HGs have all been hanging out in backyard chatting. Not game talk going on right now. 6:50 p.m. BBT. Angela and Lyric are talking about the events of this week. Angela tells Lyric that she thinks Jason handled the Tea Party drama well. Lyric agrees. 6:55 p.m. BBT. Mallory and Melody are ranting about Latrice and everything that annoys them about her. 7:05 p.m. BBT. Barrett tells Dee that ideally, Mallory wins a blockbuster, and they both get what they want without having to show their cards. He does say that it would be fun to keep Jason. 7:25 p.m. BBT. Barrett is pitching the idea of keeping Mallory over Latrice this week to Dee and Devins. Devins mentions that Mallory wants Dee out. Barrett asks if Mallory can guarantee that she wouldn't go after them. Devins says that would make a big difference. 7:30 p.m. BBT. Camu tells Haley that he isn't going to have a conversation with Jason until he comes to Camu and apologizes. He also mentions that Lyric is pursuing him, and he is okay with it. Haley says she thinks Lyric regrets picking Rome over Camu. 7:35 p.m. BBT. Lyric, Melody, and Mallory are solidifying their trio and trying to come up with a name for it. The Giggle Girls went out. 7:55 p.m. BBT. The HGs minus the HNs are all in the kitchen eating dinner. The HNs are sitting in the bathroom talking about how great the food smells and how hungry they are. 8:15 p.m. BBT. The HGs are all having ice cream sundaes now. 8:35 p.m. BBT. Melody, Mallory, Drew, and Barrett are all talking about Yush being with them now, and they wonder if they should tell Taylor that they probably aren't keeping Jason this week. They worry that she might tell Jason. 9 p.m. BBT. Devins, Mallory, Melody, Barrett, and Drew are all talking about video games they play in their spare time outside. 9:20 p.m. BBT. The HGs are still chatting and playing password. 9:30 p.m. BBT. Dee and Angela discuss the upcoming vote. Dee is debating what to do because she has a deep personal connection with Mallory. Angela says they should do what the HOH wants, and Dee agrees. Camu's priorities were Jason, Mallory, Lala. 10:55 p.m. BBT. Lyric shares that she made it to the third round of Love Island casting, and the Bachelor production reached out to her too. 11:20 p.m. BBT. Barrett tells Mallory that they need to work on showing Devins that they can trust her, Mallory. 11:30 p.m. BBT. Mallory talks with Lyric and mentions how Camu thinks she's targeting him along with his allies Chuck and Haley, but she doesn't know where he's getting that intel. 11:50 p.m. BBT. Camu tells Mallory he is saving some of his HOH snacks for her to enjoy once HNs is over. 12:30 a.m. BBT. Melody says in the last Blockbuster comp, she knew what this puzzle was and how to solve it, but Jason was just much faster than she could do it. Mallory laments that she'd be okay at this point if Lyric hadn't won the veto because she was close behind. HGs have been sharing their various jobs since 1 a.m. BBT. Mallory has done a lot of things. She mentions 14 jobs so far, including stalker, sales, secret shopper. Barrett says he was a door, dash driver, movie theater attendant, and even a tour guide at Warner Brothers. 1:15 a.m. BBT. Barrett is sharing how Devins did on Survivor 50 with his friendship with Christian, making a fake idol, and his coin flip with Mr. Beast. 1:35 a.m. BBT. Mallory and Melody are going over the votes. They think if just one HG will change their vote, then it could be a tie. 1:45 a.m. BBT. HGs are off to bed. No big shifts in the plans right now, as the HGs still have Jason locked down to get voted out if he doesn't win the next Blockbuster. Mallory will be fully engaged as a competitor.